Everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody doing tonight? We're chilling on a Friday. We can go over this game real quick, man. The fucking Thunder steal it at the end, man. It looks like Pacers were playing really good the first two quarters. They had like, what was it, a 10-point lead, 11-point lead. But then I think what happened was they were really doing a good job shutting down or slowing down, limiting the slowing down the Oklahoma Thunder. But then I think all of a sudden they started missing shots, and the Thunder did a good job of rebounding and getting out in on fast breaks and not allowing Pacers to set their defense. And that's what you got to do sometimes when you're playing a great defense. You got to play great defense yourself and contest their shots, have them miss shots, and then get rebounds and get out and run, and don't allow the defense to set. And that's what Shea Giltrich Alexander said. He's like, yeah, we pretty much were getting limited by their defense, but in that fourth quarter, they started missing some shots. Finally, we started contesting some shots, and then we got the rebounds, and that didn't allow them to set their defense the way they wanted to the first three quarters in the fourth quarter. So, yeah, man, I thought, look, they're having great performance by the role players. Jalen Williams was again 27. He was fantastic. Chet Holmgren 14 and 15. Alex Caruso once again 20. This is the second time in this series he has a 20-point game. He's been like the unsung hero for this team in these finals. That's Alex Caruso, man. Obviously their MVP Shea Giltrich Alexander 35 points. So that's been something that the key. I felt like the last few rounds, even in the Minnesota one, right, that Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren are starting to play better basketball. I thought that would be a problem on the road, but they even play better on the road than they have at home. So we'll see what happens. We got 2-2 now. We'll see how things go in Game 5 on Monday back in Oklahoma. But yeah, like I said, Gilchrist leads the way with 35. Shea Gilchrist leads the way with 35 points. Chet Holmgren 14 and 15. Jalen Williams 27. Alex Caruso 20 points for the Pacers. Nobody can even score 25 points. Their highest score tonight was Pascal Siakam with 20 points. Tally Halliburton 18, Miles Turner 12, Abai Toppin 17. So they have like five guys with double digits, but nobody can hit 25. And you got three guys from the Thunder hitting in their 20s. You got Jalen Williams with 27. You got Shea Gilchrist Alexander with 35, and then you got Alex Caruso with 20. And this other team can't even get a same fucking guy with 25, man. I don't know, man. And Indiana has got to make some shots. They got to keep scoring because, like I said, otherwise, yeah, the Thunder will they're going to get out like they did tonight, the final 10 minutes of the game. They're just going to get out and run, and they're not going to allow Indiana Pacers to set up their defense. It reminds me they're not as bad as that Houston team in college, right? They were just all defense. This team is much better offensively. Indiana Pacers. I'm talking about the college team, the team that lost in the national championship to Florida. But there is that problem with Indiana. Sometimes they do get an offensive funks, and like I said, you get out, you rebound, you go on a fast break, and you don't allow them to set their defense. And he pretty much kind of gave the formula to win at the end there in that interview that Shea Gilchrich Alexander. That's pretty much gave it away. But like I said, they need a guy to hit 25 points, man. 35, it's got to be either probably Siakam or Halliburton. Somebody's got to get somebody's got to kind of carry this team, because like I said, it's not only Alexander. You also had Jalen Williams and even the guy like Alex Caruso playing fantastic basketball. So they're gonna need somebody to these next three games to really rally. It might take both Siakam and Halliburton. If not, I can see it going 7 and then Oklahoma winning in 7. Honestly, well, I can see for sure. I think a lot of people can. Oklahoma winning Game 5, then Indiana winning Game 6, and then Oklahoma closing out in 7. We might go the distance, ladies and gentlemen, but it's going to get tough now for Indiana because now you for sure have to win 2 games straight. It would have been a lot easier. You had to do it at some point, but it would have been a lot easier probably to win Game 3 and Game 4 in a row. Now you have to win either Game 6 and 7 or Game 5 and 6. So we'll see what they do, man. I I guess they could also win game 5 and game 7, right? And then that doesn't make sense. So you're going to win 2 games in Oklahoma and lose the one at home. But we'll see what the fudge happens. But ladies and gentlemen, until next time, holla, I'm out like a light.